my goodness, I cannot believe that it's actually happening, that this moment is actually here. But welcome to another video on my channel, but obviously this is not the regularly scheduled drama content that we've known and loved for so long. Today, I'm revealing to you my labor of love. And when I call it a labor of love, it legitimately took me 9 months to get to this space. So I feel like I actually have birthed the baby. I'm introducing to you guys Dramatique Boutique and our first ever palette, No More Nudes. And I know that you guys have been speculating what's been on the inside. I've heard some rumors. I'm not gonna lie, I've heard some rumors. People are thinking I'm coming out with a nude collection. I think judging by the glamorous, glittery, sparkly look that I've got on my eyes today, we are not playing around with nudes, honey. So I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. I think that you guys need to see what it is that I'm talking about and how I wanna make my brand so much more unique than anything you have ever seen before. You guys need to see who Dramatique Boutique is. You guys need to see what No More Nudes is all about. So without further ado, here is my advert.
Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but mans keep walking. Yeah, just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the. Yeah, I hear him chat to the noise. Move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but mans keep walking. Yeah, just too sharp with the prize. White girls, let her tell me I'm awesome. Yeah, hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution. Stop that. Stop that.
Now, when I originally started Dramatique Boutique, I actually wanted to create a plus size clothing or apparel store. I knew that I wanted to invest the money that I'd made from OnlyFans into something. I just didn't know what exactly it was that I wanted to invest it in. So that's pretty much how we started off, with a boutique rather than like dramatic cosmetics or something like that. And plus, I always want to keep that door open so that should we decide to go into other areas outside of cosmetics, that there's an option for us to do that too. Dramatique is dramatic but in French, and honestly the only reason I called it Dramatique Boutique is purely because there's a QUE on Dramatique and there's a QUE on Boutique, and it just kind of worked together. But as you guys know, drama has been a massive part of my life. Not only just me being a drama channel, but also I am a drama graduate. I have a bachelor's degree in drama and performance. So I kind of wanted to mesh those two worlds of mine into one. As some of you guys know, I used to do a little bit of plus size modeling back in the past. So for me, especially with this campaign, it was so important that we had inclusivity and diversity. Not just size diversity, but also I want people who are disabled. I want people from all different walks of life to be included in Dramatique Boutique. Beauty isn't only singular. Beauty isn't only what's aesthetically pleasing to most. We are championing all different kinds of beauty. Worldwide beauty standards, we do not care about her. It's all about the way you feel on the inside. And if I can do my part to make somebody else feel good, then that's all I want to do. So in the casting process and choosing the models, honestly, it took me a long time to find the people that were just perfect. I wanted to make sure that we had a diverse shade range as much as I could possibly do. I wanted to make sure that we had somebody who's older, which thank you so much, Kelly, for being involved. She had to travel from the south of England all the way up to the north to be there for the shoot. Also, Kelly is disabled. She has what she calls a stump. We really wanted to champion limb difference awareness. We have a plus size model by the name of Melissa, who is 6'4". free, as well as a gorgeous boy called Kai, who is a boy in beauty, Sophie, who is your Instagram baddie, and Melissa, number 2, who is our melanated beauty. I just want to say an absolute massive thank you to everybody who collaborated to make this come together. William, who worked in hair, Alexander, who worked in makeup, Ben, who worked in videography, Tom, who worked in photography, Tom number 2, who worked on editing, as well as the lighting technician who came literally at last minute to make sure that all of our people were glowing and looking like DB royalty. Thank you guys so much for helping to make this project come together. Honestly, I could not have done it without a single one of you. I've talked enough about making this shit come together, but let's look at the product, bitch. That's what you're here for, right? You want to see what it is that I did? Okay, well, let's do it. So here is our palette, No More Nudes. On the front, we have an absolutely beautiful design of a naked woman, if you will, who is censored by the words "No More Nudes." This was heavily inspired by one of my favorite music artists of all time, Etta Bond, who made a video called Seen But Never Heard. That song absolutely resonated with me, and the reason behind that is because when I first started OnlyFans, I lost a lot of brand deals, I lost a lot of endorsements, and a lot of people decided that they no longer wanted to work with me. It was almost as if because I had taken up a new direction and another avenue of revenue, that I was regarded as a whore, a harlot, and completely slut-shamed, especially by one particular company. So I kind of felt as if I was being censored, that I was being censored, my body was being censored, and the choices that I made surrounding my body were actually nobody else's choices but mine. But what a lot of people don't know is that I was actually saving money from OnlyFans. What I was trying to do was garner enough money to help my husband. As you guys know, my husband has been overweight, obese for a long time, and I could tell that it was really affecting his mental health. So I wanted to get him the help that I had and pay for him to get weight loss surgery. Well, it turns out that my husband was already thinking about all of these things way before I was even going to surprise him with the notion, and got his coins together. And one day he was like, "We're going to Turkey." I'm like, "What? What? We're going to Turkey? Yeah, we're going to Turkey. I'm after my surgery." Ah! So I had that money. I didn't need to spend it. He looked after himself, you know. He got it like that. So I had all of this money, and that's why I decided to invest in myself and invest in this business. Anywho, so it's inspired by Etta Bond's Seen and Never Heard. The outer packaging, which is done by an incredible artist called Rachel. It's got hummingbirds, it's got loads of beautiful flowers and stuff like that, because I wanted it to feel like very reminiscent of the Garden of Eden. If you don't know, the national animal of Jamaica is a hummingbird. And if you've ever seen a hummingbird in real life, honestly, they're one of the most majestic creatures in the whole world. I don't even like birds, but I actually like hummingbirds. But she absolutely showed out with the packaging. It looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Rachel, for being involved in this project. So if we open this bitch up, this is the palette. No More Nudes. So I wanted to choose a unique shape for the palette because I feel like I'm a little bit bored in the makeup arena. I just kind of felt as if nothing was really exciting me anymore. And one thing that I admire about companies such as Glamlight is they always think outside of the box and make every palette, every eyelash, every lip gloss or whatever a collectible item. Something that it is that you want to have because it's different. So I decided to keep that shape of the body and have that as the palette. So inside the palette, oh, let me take this sleeve out. You'll have a sleeve on the inside. But inside the palette we have 18 shades. This is the color story. It is a flip up palette. It stands alone. You can have it stand up like that. And it also has a mirror in the center that is included. So we have 18 pans with 4 shimmers, 3 glitters, and the rest are mattes. So from top to bottom, we have the color Demonetized. Demonetized is a golden color. We all know here on YouTube that when you have that gold symbol, it means you ain't finna get paid. And it's kind of like a symbolic start for me because I ended up having quite a lot of my videos demonetized. Demonetized is a golden yellow shimmer. Next up we have Pepper. Pepper is a warm toned pink matte. I literally called this one Pepper purely because it reminds me of my daughter. My daughter is obsessed with Peppa Pig, so it was only right that there was a place for Pepper here. The next colour we have is Chi Chi, which is a bright and vibrant orange matte. This one was named after a dear friend of mine, Chi Chi, who owns Juvia's Place. She has been like an absolute rock to me throughout this entire process. And when I first approached her and let her know that I really wanted to make my own cosmetics, instead of like shunning me or, you know, trying to encourage me not to because I wasn't very knowledgeable, she has just been very helpful in every aspect of this. Whenever there's been a glitch, whenever there's been a problem, I've ran to her and literally every single time she helps me out. This palette would never have happened without her, and that's truly and honestly because though I was lacking in a lot of knowledge in the beginning, but she has helped me gain a breadth and depth of knowledge of the cosmetics industry and how to navigate it. A massive thanks to you, Chi Chi. You're like my fairy makeup mother. I love you. The next color we have is Bills with a $sign because bitch, we gotta pay those bills. This is a very vibrant, earthy toned matte green. Next we have Social Blade, which is red. I don't know why everybody who does Social Blade in these palettes, especially these influencer palettes, always has Social Blade as like green. I'm like, bitch, let's be honest. My Social Blade's been red for a hot minute. And it is an absolutely gorgeous, highly pigmented, like this shit will stain your eyes, matte red color. Next up we have Miss Piggy. If you know anything about me, you guys will know that I am obsessed with Miss Piggy. I really want to get a Miss Piggy tattoo somewhere on my body. She's just a sassy bitch, but she is who she is, and nobody's stopping Miss Piggy getting her coin and getting her bag. I love Miss Piggy. So it's only fair that I named a colour after her. It's a very vibrant fuchsia toned matte pink. Next up we have OnlyFans, which is a shimmer blue. I actually have it underneath my glitter on my eyes today. You can probably see it more so in the inner corner. It's so buttery and so smooth and one of my favorite colors to play with. Next up we have another shimmer, which is called The Bag, which is a lovely warm toned shimmer green color. Obviously pairs well with Bills. I've used the two of those colors together and they look beautiful. Next color we have Cram Girl, which is a really vibrant deep purple matte shade. The next color we have is called WAP, which is not for wet ass punani, it is for wet ass petty. Yes God. Which is a beautiful deep blue tone. That is what I've used as a base color at the top of my eyes today. Absolutely buttery, absolutely soft, giving you everything, giving you life, sis. Then we move into the glitter section. I love this section, it's my favorite bit. So the next color we have is Stripper. Just to give you guys an insight into these three glitter colors, they are not like regular glitter colors. These are called chameleon glitters. So basically they have a duochrome shift in the actual glitter itself, meaning depending on what way, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it here, but depending on what way the light hits it, the tone of the glitter will change. So for instance, Stripper has a lot of silver and green reflex in it, turning this color into like a turquoisey green blue when you turn it to the side, and purple when it's head on. The next chameleon glitter is Margo. Margo is this beautiful glitter that I have on my eyes today, named after my dear friend Margo Indigo because she has the most beautiful blue hair. And this glitter is just two different shades of blue. You have a deeper blue as well as a lighter blue depending on where the light hits it, and I think it's a beautiful color to go with this overall blue look that I did. The next color we have is named after my mama, which is called Mama B. Nobody calls my mom, nobody calls my mom Brenda, even her friends, everybody calls her Mama B. And I named this color after Mama B because my mum has the most unusual undertone to her skin. She actually has like a red and yellow undertone, and I don't know how that's possible. So this is more of a maroon colored chameleon glitter, and it has absolutely beautiful yellow with a slash tiny little slight green toned reflex in it that gives it a beautiful color regardless of where it is that it hits. It's very unusual, kind of one of those that you have to see for yourself. The next color we have is the deep matte black, and it's called Latex. And then we have our final row, which is the Nude Row. This is the Nude Row, the only nudes that you're gonna have, because I've seen so many different palettes, especially this year, which is really funny considering I started this like in April. Especially this year, we have seen a bunch of nude palettes with pops of color, whereas I actually wanted to turn that concept on its head and have a bunch of bright colors with a couple of nudes. So for that reason, we have Jen. This color is named after my dear friend in cosmetics, Jen Gerard. She's a cute little pale white bitch, and this is a cute little pale white color. I've actually used that at the top of my eyebrows today to kind of blend the color upwards into my brow line. Definitely very wearable for dark skin. It's just, you gotta know where to put it. The next color over here, we have Matter. Matter is a matte brown color. She is absolutely stunning. I love to use her on my inner crease in order to give a little bit of depth to my eye color. Definitely good for dark skin ladies. The next color is our final shimmer, which is Moisturized, because I like to moisturize these hoes. And it is just a gorgeous highlighter color. You can use it pretty much wherever you want, but I love to use it on the top of my brows. I haven't used it today, but I love to use it at the top of my brows just to give my arch that lovely little pop that it needs. And the final color in the list here is called Tea, because all of this started with me talking crap, drama, and tea. And this is a lovely warm toned brown, very similar to my own skin tone, so it's perfect for blending for me personally, but also could be a nice little transitional deeper shade for anybody who is light to medium toned. So basically that's it. That's all of the colors. This has honestly been an absolutely huge labor of love for me. Honestly, I just want to say an absolute massive thank you to everybody who has made this possible. I didn't mention this in the beginning, but at the back of the palette we have all of the ingredients. Just to let you guys know, this is cruelty free and vegan. So if those are two things that are extremely important to you, everything it is that I am doing here at Dramatic Boutique is cruelty free and vegan. Right, with that being said, let's take a look at the rest of the stuff that we have with Dramatic Boutique. So we have five lashes. We have 5 lashes. They all have different names. These are all of the names here. All of the names will be on the boxes, so you will definitely be able to remember what name is what. So just to give you guys a look, we have the Dramatic Boutique box right here. This is what it looks like. It is just a plain white box with the name that will be located on the back. Inside the box we have an inscription that says Dramatique over drama, let the drama be in your lashes and not your life. On the inside we have an extremely gorgeous glittery panel and a clamshell. This is completely reusable and recyclable, and the clamshell is what you can use to keep it in, but if you wanted to keep the component to store it in, you are more than welcome to do that. So I'm just going to flash some pictures because there's no point in me showing you these, because honestly I don't think you're going to be able to see it that well. We have Shannon, Fionn, we have Morgan, we have Maggie, and we have Paige. Paige is the eyelashes that I've got on right now. It's an extremely gorgeous, thick, wispy lash that actually gradually gets longer towards the ends, which is beautiful if you are doing a cat eye look. These are all 20mm lashes approximately. I would say that these eyelashes are perfect for anybody who is comfortable and competent wearing eyelashes, as well as people who just want to dabble and get started. All of these will be on the website as well. So next up we have the Opalescence Glosses. Each gloss comes in this white box with the Dramatic Boutique logo on it, and this is what the glosses actually look like. They just have the logo on the front, something extremely simple that I hope you guys will do. These are Opalescence lip glosses because it kind of has that chrome shift holographic tiny specks of glitter within the lip gloss. It's perfect to wear on its own like I am today, or you can actually use it as a topper. We used it as a topper on some of our models in the photo shoot and it came out absolutely beautiful. So there are 4 different colors. We have holographic blue, holographic pink, holographic peach, as well as holographic clear. Okay, so that's it. So I know what the biggest question is. How much is everything? So No More Nudes, which is our first ever palette, this will be retailing for £32.90 in British sterling, and in American US dollars it will be retailing for $44.05. For our Dramatic Boutique eyelashes in any set, remember these are synthetic faux mink lashes. These are retailing for £12, or in US dollars it will retail for $16.07. The Dramatic Boutique lip glosses will retail for £9.70, which converts to $12.99 in US dollars. Now there has been a lot of questions about international shipping, fees and all this kind of stuff, and I've managed to find a way around this. So we have 2 fulfillment locations. Me personally, Paige over here, will be fulfilling all of the orders for the UK and Europe to make sure that our UK and EU customers get the best price that we can possibly give them. And for US orders, we actually have the rest of our items, which is the bulk of our items, the majority, I'm gonna say like 2/3 of our stock is actually in the US at this present moment in time, in a fulfillment center located in Los Angeles, and they will be fulfilling all US orders over there. So that's US and other US territories as well. We also have Canadian shipping as well as Australia and New Zealand, but those places may be subject to international charges. But US customers as well as UK and EU customers, I have got you covered, and I hope that in the future we can expand and make it so that everybody can get decent prices. One day, I hope. With this being a small business venture, as in little old me and little old me's money, we do have limited stock available. So it is important that you guys get over to the website, make sure that you're signed up so that you can receive notifications of when the website goes live. The website and all of the products that I've mentioned already will be going live this Saturday, and that will be, I've got the times here, and that will be 12 p.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Time, and 8 p.m. UK time. That will be when our website goes live. That will be when everything launches, and I just hope that you guys will support. This truly has been a labor of love for me. It has taken me a long time to get here, and I'm sorry if this video's all over the place. I've never done anything like this before, especially just representing myself and not a different company. But once again, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everybody who has helped make this possible and make this a reality. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do have any questions or anything like that, the Dramatic Boutique socials will be listed in the description box down below. You feel free to come over and ask us any questions, and we'll try and answer them to the best of our ability. I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who've helped me fuel this dream, as well as a dedication of this palette to all of the sex workers out there. Your work is valid, you are valid, and absolutely nobody should be able to tell you what to do with your body but you. So whether you're beating that face or beating that cat, your body, your choice. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in another video. Bye!
Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget my peace. You take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out the I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, not so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls, let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch me, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees, came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the yeah, I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the attention. Stop that. Stop that.